This is your WW3 news of a Friday morning. This is a red alert. You turn on a telly, you see your computer screen, and you see just the world falling to pieces due to the block of the Hormuz Straits. Now, in the last week or so, Asia and those parts of the globe, this so-called blockade is really hitting hard on commerce and then on the population as well. And we've seen scenes in India, people queuing up for fuel, hundreds of them. I don't think it's empty. There's nothing inside. And afterwards, you've got various governments like Pakistan and India are imposing austerity restrictions. Even in here in Europe, beginning fuel ration in Slovenia. I just heard from the United Kingdom from my brother. 3 weeks of fuel, and then it will go Mad Max. Thanks for voting for that stupid social worker communist dickhead of Starmer. Bravi, bravi, bravi! And the famous 5 days, Trump had another 10 days. Oh, fuck, how fucking stupid you can get. Because people in this world are all fucking stupid because they're too busy finding the politicians they vote for, hanging on every single fart they do. People like that. There's only very few people who can suss out the bullshit and they know how to plan and how to react in certain situations. Haven't the fucking pandemic told you fucking nothing, you fucking sheep out there who took 10,000 punches, took the snake oil, and became one of those capos of the tyrant health authorities around the world? Because don't you worry, when it starts lacking fuel and the stuff in the supermarkets, you're going to go full panic mode. Start doing irrational things because you're desperate, mate. Because you haven't got a plan. Because they were too busy bullshitting you. Now, due to that archipelago of the Hormuz Straits, whatever it's fucking called, you can say thank you to Trump and all the Western leaders. Not because they joined in, because the fact they never planned it. They probably knew because of fuck. Yeah, the consequences are upon us. Now, we all know Trump has sent the elites, forces of the American armed forces in, and to do what? To capture that island? Military speaking, it's a suicide mission. There's only one thing guaranteed. So many of those body bags. Or it's just a false flag. You want to pull everyone into a war, have people rally around the flag going, there's the boogeyman, there's the boogeyman. I don't think people are that stupid. When it comes to war, I don't think people are reluctant to die for government or for a country which basically betray them all the time. This is the feeling that's going around. So they were needing a so-called false flag event, whatever type it is. Even talking about the use of an atomic weapon of a low yield. They will start off fucking World War III for stars. You don't think the Russians and Chinese are sitting there doing nothing. They're observing, they're studying, taking notes. Because even the famous Taiwan island, it's in fuel crisis. And the cost of transport for the materials to produce these AI chips has gone to the sky. Skyrocket. And I think the Americans will be too busy dealing with the Iranians. Now, we heard Trump wants to employ another 10,000 regular troops. There was 1 million strong ready, as the Iranians have noticed, to say, come, come, come. There's an Italian expression, ti fanno culo così, the Iranians to the Americans. Mark my words. It's just a suicide. Having learned nothing from fucking Afghanistan, fucking Vietnam. And the fact is, this is only the beginning, because Trump will just turn around, we have to send more troops. 10,000 troops won't be enough. They will start conscription people and start drafting people. And somehow it will drag the rest of the Western world in this suicide mission with Iran. We need to do regime change. Free the people from their oppressors. I do not give a fuck how other people, how they're governed in this country. We have got no right to interfere with people or internal affairs of other countries. But we seem we've got this communist attitude, stick our nose in things which doesn't concern us. That's why certain things happen, and that's why certain wars break out. So what it means to us, this war won't be over soon. It will drag on, God knows how long. The more it drags on, more inflation on our poor pockets will hit. Things will cost more: fuel, electricity. Fuel you need for transport, and the other type of fuel to generate electricity, to keep society, the lights on, keep industry and commerce working. When it starts doing blackouts, you become more worse than the third world country in the end. We're witnessing how in other countries fuel shortages is. In the United Kingdom, my brother told me 3 weeks of stock of fuel enough. What are you going to do? Go around with bicycles like in communist countries? I think politicians are in a shit show who take in part is only equally responsible, and those people who vote for them. Mark my words, they will say, we're going to have to military intervene in that part of the world. This means drafting people. They're doing it in America. They have all the infrastructure ready for a World War II society. And the fact is, they're going down there with a mentality of military strategy of World War II. We're in the 21st century. The Iranians got drones, intercontinental ballistics, which you can shove up your arse at any time. They've got everything under fucking Iranian, fucking in the mountains, and the fucking Americans and Israelis haven't got a fucking clue where the fucking they are. That's why they're sending the ground troops, for that. And also, there's a word of one of the Iranian members of the government saying, we're going to have to mobilise the whole fucking country. And that means they're going to war. You know, this is going to be a bloody war. And America, after World War II, and any conflict that were involved, they lost it politically or military speaking. Vietnam, they lost it. And it goes to show how they still got this mentality of high technology supremacy in a country which I don't think they're primitive. They're high tech in certain things, and they're fucking pretty good. F-35, the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier has to be sent home with more than $1 billion of repairs. That's just the starters here. This will go full blown. Probably afterwards, when it really starts, that really big stuff, and they start fighting in the streets, that's when it's going to start. For now, they're just saying, publishing their military plans. How stupid you are? Is it a decoy? I don't think Iranians are stupid. They know too short the Americans are coming. And obviously they haven't been prepared since yesterday. They've been praying for years and years and years. Isn't it enough 13 American bases totally destroyed in that region by the Iranians? And they have the capacity to send that in every direction, a swarm of drones and missiles. These guys got a lot of punch. They're not to be underestimated, folks. So tune in for Werewolf 3 in the making.